I finished Resident Evil 2 Remake, and here are my thoughts. Story. You play either Leon S. Kennedy, who travels to Raccoon City for his first day at the RPD, or Claire Redfield in search for her brother Chris. The two meet outside of town at a gas station and fight their way to the police station through hordes of zombies filling the streets of the city. A lot of the information about the deeper story is learned through notes and videotapes you can find, so you have to be thorough in your search and read to understand everything. This game will always have a special place in my heart, as it introduced me to the series and opened the door to a new world and what would become one of my favorite franchises. Visuals. Although the remake is slowly starting to show its age, I think this game looks amazing. Facial expressions are great, details and movement of characters and NPCs are awesome. The environment looks beautiful and horrifying at the same time. Great job, especially with the lighting, which adds so much to the atmosphere and evokes true horror. Audio. The music is amazing and complements the mood and setting perfectly. I also really like the voice acting. The original Resident Evil games often have quite funny and cheesy lines. They keep it more serious in the remakes, but give little nudges to the old days. I love it. Environmental and enemy sounds can be so terrifying. Capcom did a fantastic job, in my opinion. Gameplay. You fight various types of enemies, solve puzzles, and try to find your way through the maze-like maps. There are some boss fights that pose more of a challenge, as well as a combination of enemies with opposing requirements, like running away fast and, for the other enemy, having to be slow and quiet at the same time. Tough. I always loved the balance of shooting, puzzling, and horror in Resident Evil, which is why they're some of my favorite games. Difficulty. Resident Evil 2 Remake comes in multiple difficulties. I just finished it on normal, but have played it on harder difficulties before, which not only makes enemies tougher and resources more scarce, but also reintroduces the iconic ink ribbons for limited saves as we know it from the originals. Grind. You need to look for items like ammo, healing, and key items to progress. On the map, rooms change color once you are done, which helps reduce unnecessary backtracking. For loot goblin like myself, an immense help. That said, the more you explore, the more enemies you'll fight, and thus the more resources you'll need. It pays off to look for everything, open all lockers, etc. You get rewarded with very handy things like inventory expansions or weapon upgrades. It's such a key part of the gameplay that for me personally, it never feels grindy though. Bugs. I had none. It ran well, apart from some small stutters when entering and loading a new area. Replayability. The game offers 4 playthroughs, 2 per character that complement each other. You play Leon A, Claire B, or Claire A and Leon B. The difficulties are adding an extra challenge, so it has quite a bit of replay value in my book. How did you like Resident Evil 2 Remake?